Hello and welcome to a brand new edition of Short Shift. I am Stephen Sandman Clark, and on my right, Jay Kennedy. And of course, this all wouldn't happen without our good friends at Direct Clutch Services, presented by V8 Online. And of course, TrakRacer. How you going, Jay?
Yeah, good. Great to be here. Beautiful town of Bathurst. It is so great to be here. We're here for the Liquor Molly 12 hour. And while we're here, we've caught up with a few friends. So we thought we'd have a chat with everyone and tell everyone what's going on in the world of sim racing.
And what a sensational event the 12 hour is. This is my first trip to Bathurst for the 12 hour. Of course, made the trek a couple of years ago for the 1000, as you know. And we decided to take Short Shift on the road. And we're going to show you some of the scenes that we've seen at Mount Panorama. Been some great action. And that racing is first class.
Oh, it's absolutely a fantastic event. And if you've ever thought about coming up and not sure about the 12 hour, whether it's too small or whatever, this is an international event here now. And it's more family friendly than you see from the old cliche at the V8 Supercar Bathurst 1000. So if you were thinking about it and not sure, great time to come along and bring the kids and bring the family. It's great.
And of course, while we're here at Bathurst, the scenery might look a little bit different from what we've been normally doing. We've popped into a restaurant and they've been kind enough to take us in.
Yeah, thanks to Tommy's for taking us in. Hidden little gem here in Bathurst. You would not find it if you were looking for it, but look hard enough when you're here and Google it and you'll find it. And girls are in there with the wives. We're all happy. They're having cocktails and we're safe.
Yeah. So if you are in Bathurst or around, come to Tommy's. Great place. The food is sensational. And big thanks to them for taking us up and shooting Short Shift. The first one for 2015.
Yeah, it's been a little bit too long since we've filmed one, but it's great to be back and looking forward to having a chat with you guys in a few minutes.
Yeah, we've got a couple of iRacing drivers that we've been fortunate enough to catch up with at Mount Panorama. Of course, if you've checked out the Facebook page, you'd see a couple of the happy snaps. We've had a good time, but now we thought we'd drag them in and put them under the pump and have a quick chat to them and see... find out a little bit more about them and maybe their racing rigs as well.
Yeah, and people that you know that are never lost for words. I reckon they're going to be lost for words. They've got a microphone in front of them. But really looking forward to this. So it'll be good.
Well, let's get on with it. Bit of iRacing news to start off 2015. Of course, it's the big thing that's been happening lately is the endurance events. And of course, we were lucky enough to take part in the inaugural official Daytona 24 hour.
Yeah, it was fantastic to do the 24 hours. I was awake at 4:30 in the morning, ready to take over the car from you when you got taken out, and we had a great time doing it. And I think the biggest achievement from that was actually finishing the race. Like, to actually finish a massive race like that with so many people, and for it to all run fairly smooth without. Oh, we won't talk about Mitch damaging the car 20 minutes in, but other than that, it was pretty good fun.
It was great racing. I think maybe 10 splits, I can't remember off the top of my head.
400 or so teams, so it was fantastic.
Great
to see
showing.
How many we had.
And the first one, the official one for iRacing. So a lot of people learnt a lot. There were some drivers that sort of were a little bit rushed, I should say, for a 24-hour race. But most importantly, everyone had a good time and racing was great.
Yeah, and endurance racing is really starting to take off now. We're seeing other series start. We've already seen Masters of Endurance and series like that go off, and now iRacing doing official series too. So they're also looking at doing Petite Le Mans and things like that as part of a Road Warrior series. So that should be fantastic to get a part of throughout 2015.
Beautiful. Now, of course, we don't forget about the V8 Supercars Premier Series, which is all about to kick off for a brand new season, and it's a year-long championship. We think we've ironed out some of the bugs, and mate, that is promising to shape up as one heck of a series.
Yeah, hopefully by the time this episode's made, we'll hopefully have our naming rights sponsor finalised and announced.
Fantastic.
And possibly, depending on how we go with timing, it could have already had round one, but not sure how we go there. But
we'll see how we go.
It's going to be a fantastic series this year. We've got new things planned. We've got some old things coming back. We're looking at expanding on the no escape rule and actually transferring that over to races as well, which will then add in safety cars, which will then throw more strategy in, which I think lacked a little bit that we saw in the longer races, especially with the lack of safety cars. There wasn't much strategy that could play out and totally change results. So we'll see that this season around, and hopefully we'll see a few curveballs.
Now, of course, if this hasn't already gone to F before round one, the forums have been alive with people signing up. The numbers are great, and it looks to be an absolute strong series as it was for its beta test year.
Yeah, so for the test season, we knew that we'd have some bugs, and we also actually planned it and almost put bugs in there to see if people would pick up and help us on how to fix things. Like, we knew that things wouldn't work as we liked.
Yeah.
But we thought we'll throw them in there and people would have suggestions back to us. And I think we've fixed a few things in that aspect. Adminning will be a bit different. Race control, which obviously evolved last time. We now see drive-through penalties that we monitor instead of throwing a black flag and actually making them do a stop and go. Now we just do a drive-through penalty that's monitored. by ourselves, and I think that worked a lot better for the series as well. So new things will come. We'll see some new formats as well. We might even have some different support races as opposed to the second split. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, that's good. Interesting. All right, now we've talked about some of the official stuff, and of course the one big one that you're quite fond of, Daytona 500, mate, is not that far away.
Yeah, about the same time, not far away at all, and should be good fun. We'll probably do the Saturday night split in the NASCAR iRacing series, so 500 miles, 800 kilometres.
Yep.
And see if I can go back to back.
I was going to say, we don't want to let too many people forget that you did win Daytona 500 last. That was pretty good.
I actually forgot there for a second. Like, hang on, I've got to defend my title.
No, you can't forget that.
So we will be racing now. So yeah, defend my title, and hopefully it'll be good fun again, and we should see quite a big turnout, especially that Saturday night time slot with a lot of Aussies getting involved.
Yep, beautiful. All right, have we forgotten anything?
One other thing I was going to talk about was the Australian Endurance Championship, something that we had been mentioning, endurance stuff going off. Australian Endurance Championship, another championship which has taken off, and it's been absolutely massive. At time of filming, we've only had the one round, the Daytona 8-hour.
Yep.
But we're prepping for the Bathurst 12-hour, which no doubt would have run by the time we go live.
Can't wait for that.
And Sandman's almost going to chuck a sickie to make sure he can race.
In case my boss is watching, I'll be doing the morning stint. So I'm on night shift, unfortunately, but I think it's worked in nicely. But when you come across situations like that, because I'm a shift worker, night shift, I can do the morning shift, and I can get a bit of racing under my belt, so I don't miss out entirely.
I think it's going to work out pretty well for your car if we can get the one car, because we'll have yourself do the morning.
Yep.
Jack will do the afternoon shift, and Matt Stratford, he doesn't finish work till 4:30 on a Sunday, so he'll do the evening stint.
Beautiful.
And you're all set.
Fantastic.
You've just got to kit the car back in one piece, which
as long
is
as
probably unlikely.
Don't do a Mitch McLeod and I'll be right. How about that?
Yeah, well, I've got to worry about Mitch and Hayden, so I've got no hope in my car.
All right, well, we're going to take a short break we'll just leave that well alone, I think, before we get ourselves into more trouble.
Definitely.
But like I said, we've got a number of drivers here joining us. The iRacing Supercar Series drivers are going to pop in and we'll have a bit of a chat to them. But we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a moment.
So joining us right now on Short Shift, I'm very excited about this. A man that you all know is our V8's Online Insider, our pit reporter, Southpaw racer, Reese Gardner. How you going, mate?
I'm going very well, guys. The sun's kind of cooking me at the moment, but other than that, I'm doing pretty well.
I've got squinty eye syndrome at the moment. It's fantastic. But
you get some sunny salmon.
Yeah, that'd be handy.
Now, obviously, this is the first trip to Bathurst. We probably better ask that first. I'm pretty sure you haven't been here before.
Yeah, actually, this is the first ever big trip that I've ever made on my own in my entire life, guys. As a matter of fact, so I thought, everyone in my circle of friends back home in Perth has been going on big trips and stuff like that on their own. So I thought to myself, why not attend the Bathurst 12-hour and see some people that I met on the internet?
Good man. I like the way he thinks. He's done well to pack up and move, make the trek across from WA. That's not bad.
Yeah, it was quite a trek, actually. I'm currently, I think, about 3,000-ish kilometres away from my PC at the moment, so I'm getting very big withdrawal symptoms at the moment.
Now, of course, you're huge in our V8 Online community, especially with the broadcasts, and of course, everyone knows you as our pit lane reporter. How did all that come about, mate? So, because I know we've all been talking and we sort of know a little bit how it happened, but what about everyone that doesn't really know the story?
Even I can't remember the specific details. It's lost in the mists of time for the most part. But I was Seb Murray Westberg, the broadcast director, basically offered the position to me when it was sort of eventuated that V8's Online was going places, and I decided, why not give it a go. The rest is history, pretty much. I mean, I've got a good reading voice, or a voice for radio that people have told me.
I've got a head for radio, so
yeah.
What?
Too right, Jay.
Thanks, boys.
But that's essentially how it came about. And I was a bit nervous my first few times. I mean, I know for a couple of broadcasts, I did try being one of the lead commentators, and that didn't exactly work out because I'm not too good at improvising and thinking on the run. Pretty much, I prefer preparing a set of notes and reading those. The pit reporter job fits that perfectly. So
and he does a good job too, I reckon.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think everyone loves it. Everyone was hanging out when you weren't there for a few races. Everyone's like, "Where's Reese? Make sure Reese comes back." So we're happy that you come back for Prem Series, and will you be a part of Premier Series this time around?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I mean. Ever since I started doing stuff for V8s Online, it has been amazing. I absolutely love doing the broadcasting and reading strategies and stuff to you guys, and adding a bit of a spice to the broadcast. It's something that's quite fun, and being behind the scenes in terms of sim racing broadcasting. So I'm definitely coming back for Premier Series, and you'll be hearing my voice on the internet waves very soon.
Excellent too, because it makes a nice touch. It's just that we try to make it as realistic as we can for the broadcasts, and I reckon that was just a nice new touch, and everyone's really taken to it. So, yeah, job well done, mate.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Now, you're not just known on the internet just for V8s Online, though. You have a very, very infamous, will we say, YouTube channel. Very, very well known in sim racing circles. But tell us about your YouTube channel.
I just decided on a whim to create a YouTube channel a long time ago and just use it to upload random stuff like most people do when they first start using YouTube. And one day I decided to sort of just cut together a bit of a montage of me playing Richard Burns Rally, which is one of the most infamously hard rally games ever made.
Yes, it is.
And recording my reactions to my terribleness and a lot of not safe for work language and stuff like that. And people seem to like it, so I decided to keep doing that. And Reese Sucks at Richard Burns Rally is something that always gets a little bit of attention when I upload.
It's a bit like the sim racing version of, was it Angry Dad, that seems to be taking
like
over the airwaves and all that sort of thing?
Pretty much, yeah.
Obviously, as well, we've seen iRacing stuff too. You've super serious track guides. Can you tell us about where they come about? Because that Road Atlanta Club one, I lost my stuff.
Well, Super Serious Track Guides is basically a video series that I started to sort of vent my frustration at tracks in sim racing that I really don't like, or just make no sense to me, or just hated in general by the sim racing community. I started off with a Richard Burns Rally stage known as Bergheim, which always gets my goat whenever I drive on it. And then I started to focus on a couple of iRacing tracks. I did Virginia International Raceway, which I know a lot of people like, but I absolutely despise it. I apologize to anybody on the other end of that camera who likes VIR. I think it is just... That's what I think of Virginia International Raceway. Vomit over the balcony. And I guess that's just like Reese Sucks at Richard Burns Rally. That sort of grew, and people seem to like it whenever I upload those. So I'm continuing to do that. I'm actually working on another one at the moment on the road course at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Oh, that's a fantastic
I haven't even
track.
done a lap.
Yeah, Jay, it's fantastic.
You love it, eh?
I'm with Reese on that one.
It's the best
terrible.
track in the world.
I've never done a lap. I'm going to have to go home and fire it up.
Don't
Actually, I'll
rush
save it. I'll check
watch the track guide first. You'll gain a better context.
Are you talking about the infield road course or the whole lot?
Or the whole lot. But
the drums, the 44-gallon drums that somehow are filled with some magical stuff are pretty amazing.
Well, that's something that I've been playing around with in my head. I am doing the combined oval and road course, but I don't know, the infield road course might make a little bit of an appearance at some point.
There's an exclusive for you. Now, before we get on with anything else, your first trip to Bathurst? What do you think of this place? Amazing.
Oh, it's a lovely little town out in country New South Wales. This is actually the first time I've been to New South Wales since I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
It's staying in Perth for most of my life and wanting to get out and stuff like that. But I really do like Bathurst. It's a quiet little town. It's got some lovely scenery around. Watching, standing up at the top of the mountain, looking at the Blue Mountains in the distance, and all that sort of stuff. And of course, you've got the world's greatest racetrack here as well.
Mate. And what are your thoughts on it? Does it meet every expectation you thought you had coming into it?
It meets them and exceeds them.
Fantastic.
It is fantastic. 100%. I love the place, and I'm already thinking about going back in the next couple of years.
Hey, good stuff. Yeah, very good.
We probably have to ask the most crucial question we ask everyone on every
We love this question.
too.
Yep.
Ford or Holden?
Holden.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Exclusive.
Have we had a Ford yet?
No, not a single one.
So maybe we should ask these before we start in. No, we don't do it like that. We just wing it. But that's good. Excellent.
Well, thanks heaps, Reese. We've loved
good to
catch
catch
up with you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. It's amazing to actually see your faces for
They are
real.
Yeah,
in the sun.
Real.
Yeah.
They are as ugly as they look on TV.
Oh, are they what? Yeah, they are.
Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Surely more than one car's been involved in that as he just hit the wall.
Joining us now on Short Shift is man that's co-founded V8s Online, Daniel Bryant. Welcome along.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Okay, mate.
G'day, Sam, man. It's good to be here. Good to be in Bathurst, home territory for me. Good to have you Mexicans floating around.
Oh,
there we
crossing
go.
the border.
Minutes.
It didn't take long, did it?
Yeah, stupid Canadian.
Straight into it.
Straight into it. We might as well get vicious, right? So the donkeys were looking pretty flash on the way up here.
Now, for a lot of people who don't know you, or they obviously know the voice from V8s Online, you had quite a lot to do with the whole birth of V8s Online.
Yeah. Me and Jay, we started V8s Online, and it's been going strong ever since then. More from me than Jay. Jay's been no help at all.
Yeah,
exactly
I've done
right.
absolutely
nothing. Just bludgeoning around,
Yep.
No, but it's been fantastic. And then obviously you've come along and we've had you in the box for a while, and now everything's changing over the last year or so. So it's good. I'm looking forward to it. We've got a bit of a change coming along.
Big 2015?
Big 2015.
That's good.
I think Premiere Series is back on again, so we'll be hitting hard with that. You'll see me back in the com box, getting out of retirement because I couldn't get you two guys to come and do it.
That's exactly right.
I knew that was coming.
It'll be interesting. I'll make sure my beer fridge is full, ready for that one.
Very good.
But yeah, we'll be back for the Premiere Series, which is awesome. Everything's falling into place. Our commentators are falling into place. Should see Reese Gardner out there, more of a full-time commentator than just doing the pit reports.
Oh, that's
should
good.
be fun.
Yeah.
He's awesome at commentating. He should have been. I don't
He
know.
doesn't think he is, but he is.
No, I do. Yeah, he's good.
He's brilliant. We've got Brooksy who will be coming back. And Leo doesn't know this yet, but Leo will be back in the booth as well.
Excellent. Leo, very well.
Good job, Leia.
Good job, Leo.
Are you surprised about the popularity of V8s Online? Because really, before I met you guys, there wasn't really a lot that I'd noticed as far as sim broadcasting. And I think the way it's gone now has gone really well.
Yeah, it is surprising the way that people have flocked to V8s Online. Even looking at like our subscribers and people that watch us, it's interesting to see that at first it was just our own little V8 group that took to us. Now it's a much broader market, and if anything, the V8 group has grown at an exponential rate. Where we've got V8 Americas running now, which is a brilliant series.
Yep.
JD and the guys over there do a fantastic job, and that's continuing. That's getting stronger and stronger every year. The competition, you look at the guys racing in the America Series now, and it's fantastic. Premier Series obviously puts a whole different twist on things. Like Premier Series, I think to its first year last year was the best racing that we've seen in the V8 Supercar by far. It's a different kind of beast to drive, and now with obviously Car of the Future and everything else in the mix as well, where it's going to be an awesome series.
Best thing that could happen to our series is when they did that, and of
Yep.
course the Holden versus Ford battle just makes that a little bit more spicier.
Yeah, exactly. We're going back to classics, and it's the only place you're going to see it is V8 Online. You're not going to be able to see it on the TV anymore.
Exactly right.
So yeah, you're going to have to tune in. If you're a Holden and Ford diehard fan, if you jump onto V8 Online, you'll be able to see everything that's going on and
Live and
see some
free.
of live and free. Channel 7.
Yeah.
Live and free. You can jump onto V8 Online and watch it.
And no ad breaks.
And no ad breaks.
No ad breaks during races
I think we're
as
going to
well.
start putting some ad breaks in.
Okay.
No, we're not.
Can we we'll give the plug of glorious high definition though?
Yeah, definitely. We'll be in high definition. I think Seb's coming back to direct for V8
Yes.
Premier
Fantastic.
Series.
Yeah.
I hope he is, because if he is, I don't know who he is.
I already told him that he is. So
Well,
okay.
then he's doing it.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it
doing
doesn't matter.
So, Seb will be back. So there's a few old guys there, and Seb was the director that we pushed into high definition with originally. So it's going to be awesome to see it in full swing again. The last Premier Series was kind of testing the waters. But this is it. This is full swing. It's scary. It's actually really scary. But full swing ahead. We're going to, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to being involved again and getting back in the comm box and not just working behind the scenes, and getting Jay completely out of the comm box and making sure that he never speaks to another soul again.
Sounds great to me. I'm not joking. I need a break.
So apart from V8s Online, do you do any racing? Or is it all mostly dealing with V8s Online?
Unfortunately, I don't get to do a lot of racing. I love sim racing. I find myself tending more towards the arcade style games though, because I can actually win in those. Because I just don't get the time to do it between V8s Online. Obviously, my commitments with TrakRacer Australia and everything that happens with those guys, it tends to take up a lot of my time. But, you know, V8 Online, I think, was originally founded because we weren't good at racing. So we're like, we need to bring something to the community. So V8 Online was born out of sheer like, well, you know what, we can't race, but you guys are going to have to accept us now because we're doing something for you guys. And it was the only way we're ever going to get to see Top Split and be involved in it.
It's the only way I could ever watch Top Split was a broadcaster.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
So
All right.
it's good.
Now we're going to ask him the most
I
important
think
question.
I'll have to ask it. I'll let you ask it, mate.
All right, because you know the answer.
No, I don't know the
No,
answer.
okay,
actually.
so
I
the-
think I know the answer.
The
but I'm
important
not
question we
sure.
always ask here in Short Shift.
Yeah.
Holden or Ford man?
Look, I'm actually the kind of man that will say I will love anything as long as it's not a goddamn Ford or a Hyundai.
Oh.
Or maybe a Kia. And those great war cars, they're pretty ordinary as well. Oh, Cherry Motors as well.
Oh, give them a
Don't
plug,
expect-
all of them.
Yeah. As long as it's not that, then we're fine.
Oh, we'll
We're
take it
fine.
as a Holden.
Holden, man.
So that's Holden, Mercedes. I love that Mercedes is in there. Twist now. Love Nissan. That GTR looks fantastic, by the way.
Oh,
Up to 12 hours.
does it? What?
What a beast. The Bentleys. Oh, that's.
He hasn't shut up about the sound of the Bentley
Yeah, I
all
know.
weekend.
I don't think
I
anyone
found
could
a
shut up
massive
about
fan
it.
of
so good.
The SLS, when you hear that, it doesn't even sound like it's pushing.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you got to see this Bentley, you got to see this Bentley. So tomorrow I'm looking forward to the Bentley.
Bring it on. That's
Just
12
wait,
hours.
just wait.
Do it.
Fantastic.
Do
Well, thanks heaps, mate. It's so great to catch up with you again, and
Yes.
we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks for putting me on Short Shift and letting me be a part of it. And thanks for everyone for being a part of V8s Online. And let's look forward to the Premier Series. And we'll see you handing out penalties, and we'll see you racing, getting penalties
Wow.
from Jay.
Yeah, down the
I'll
back
give
of
them to you, mate.
I'll be down the back of the grid. Don't worry about that.
I think you're going to get an instant penalty just for being
Pit lane drive
Sounds
through
fair.
because you refuse to commentate.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to commentate. Well, guess what? You're going to have to start 2
Hell
laps
yeah.
behind everyone else.
Black flag, boy.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers,
No worries.
mate.
Thanks, guys.
See you,
Thanks,
pal.
mate.
Yeah.
Got to move. You got to
Well, that just about does it for another episode of Short Shift. These things go go by so quick. It's been fantastic. I want to thank everyone here at Tommy's. They've been very good to us. Give us a bit of space here in the restaurant. The food is amazing. The girls are raving about the cocktails.
I think we're in for a long night, Sam, and especially the trip home. Drive back to Orange. We're going to have a long trip listening to them. We'll probably have to have a few toilet stops for them, no doubt.
Oh, we've got plenty of stories to tell. It's been a great weekend's racing. Of course, like we said here for the Liquid Moly Bathurst 12-hour, fantastic series. I think V8 Supercars maybe have something a little bit to be worried about because this series is going ahead in leaps and bounds, and the cars are amazing.
This is a massive international event. We were talking at the track earlier that you think back to the first couple and it was production cars, and then they'd fill the cars up with terrible cars that shouldn't even be on a racetrack. Now they've got 27 GT3 cars from all over the world coming to compete, drivers from 19 countries. This is a massive event now, and something everyone should come and enjoy.
53 car field or something like that.
Yeah,
It's fantastic. Great racing. So, mate, can't wait to get into that tomorrow. It's going to be great stuff. But until then, I think we'll wrap things up. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you to Tommy's for looking after us.
Yeah, been fantastic. Don't forget, if you're in the Bathurst area, come and check out Tommy's. Great people, great food, and we can't speak highly enough. And thank you very much for their cooperation for the show today.
Yep.
All right, we'll wrap things up. This has been another edition of Short Shift. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye for now.